Are you feeling cramped in your small bedroom and struggling to find a place to fit all your stuff? Most of us have been there. Honestly, I was there not too long ago. And it can be super frustrating when you just feel like there's no room to breathe. Whether you're living in a tiny apartment, sharing a bedroom, or just trying to make the most of a small space, your bedroom should feel like a peaceful, functional, safe haven. In today's video, I'm gonna show you guys some genius storage hacks that'll help you maximize every inch of your room. These are practical, renter-friendly tips that'll not only clear up the clutter, but can also totally elevate your space. We're talking hidden storage, multifunctional furniture, and a few tricks that'll make your room feel so much bigger without sacrificing style. So whether you're working with 100 square feet or just a crowded corner, there will definitely be something in this video for you. Anyways, y'all, let's jump into it. Let's take a quick second to talk about why small bedrooms can be so challenging in the first place. You've probably dealt with at least one of these problems. Small rooms get messy really fast. Even just leaving a jacket on a chair or just a few things out of place can somehow instantly make your room feel so overwhelming. With a limited space, there's a very small room for error. One wrong move and suddenly your room feels chaotic instead of cozy. A great example of this is the bookshelf that I had on this wall. I used to think it looked amazing, but over time it just felt so cluttered, especially next to my desk. It just made this area look so messy for no reason. And once I switched that out for this new shelving unit and posters, it somehow made this area feel so much bigger than it actually is. Most bedrooms don't really come with a huge closet, and beyond that, you might not even have enough space to fit dressers. Of course, at that point, the underside of your bed just ends up becoming like a black hole of mess. It really is tough, almost impossible to try and stay organized when you just don't have the space to put things. And guys, don't even get me started on multifunctionality. Like, I think this is the most important thing for a small room because you're not always gonna get the chance to put every item that you want. A lot of bedrooms in general double as a home office, a creative space, or even just an area to do your home workouts. So now not only do you have to store your clothes, but you also have to have a dedicated space for whatever else you want. Once you start adding tech, equipment, or in my case, lighting, it just becomes too much to handle. But guys, even beyond all the physical stuff, there's definitely a mental impact that comes with having a clustered, messy room. It's definitely harder to relax, focus, and feel. Hey, Kobe, let me put these guys on real quick. Like I was saying, it can feel really hard to feel motivated when your room feels more like a storage unit than a cozy space. And when things aren't going right, it's super easy to just let that mess pile up. The good news about all of this though is that these problems are all very fixable. With the right mindset and a few smart upgrades, you can transform even the smallest room into a clean, functional space that actually feels good to live in. So guys, now that we've laid out all of our problems, let's get into the solutions. These are my go-to storage hacks that will actually make a huge difference. And most of them are not only renter friendly, but affordable and super easy to implement. Let's go ahead and get into the first one. It's funny because this first tip is probably the simplest and it's also completely free, which is making your bed. I know it sounds super basic, but hear me out. In a small room, the bed is almost always the focal point. It takes up the most space, and when you first walk into the room, your eyes are usually drawn to the bed first. So if your bed is messy, your whole room is essentially messy too. But on the other hand, if your bed is made, it makes your room look so much cleaner, and even if you have a few things out of place, it's not nearly as noticeable. And I mean, guys, it takes no longer than 2 minutes, costs you $0. So if you guys aren't doing this and still complaining that your room looks messy, then what are y'all doing? Just get on it. And guys, if you want to level it up even more, try adding a little throw blanket or throw in some decorative pillows, and now you basically have yourself a Pinterest inspired bed. Okay guys, now that we've covered the easiest and simplest one of them all, let's dive into some actual storage hacks that will make your room look much bigger and save as much extra space as possible. And honestly guys, this one is an underrated game changer. I'm talking about under bed storage. If you guys are like me with a small bedroom and a queen size bed, and you guys know how much room this bed really takes up. In my opinion, if you're not utilizing the underside of your bed, then you're wasting a whole lot of prime real estate. If you guys already have a bed frame, hopefully it has enough clearance, but if not, I'd really recommend getting a bed frame that has some more clearance so you can get some under bed storage, or purchasing a bed frame that actually has built-in storage. I personally love using storage cubes. They're super low profile, hold a ton, and very easy to set up. So I have about 6 of those under my bed, along with some actual rollout storage from IKEA. This was also under $100, and honestly probably one of my favorite things that I have storage wise, because it's just so easy to pull out from under my bed, access any old clothes or anything I need, and then just tuck away for whenever I need it again. Like I said earlier, if your bed isn't high enough or you don't have enough clearance to fit anything under it, if you guys can't afford a new bed frame, which I think is totally fine, a great alternative is risers. You can get multiple packs of these bed risers on Amazon, and they just allow you to lift your bed a little bit higher so you have a little bit more clearance to fit some storage under there. I think if you can't afford a bed frame, these are an absolute lifesaver. But if you guys are are interested in the bed frame that I have, I ended up picking it up from Wayfair, so I will make sure to leave the link down in the description below, along with the rest of the items that I mentioned in this video. Now next up, I'm talking multifunctional furniture, and this is honestly a must when you're working with limited space. Instead of just buying things based off how they look, think before you purchase and ask yourself, what else can this do for me? To start with some of my personal favorites, I love storage ottomans. I personally have a smaller one in my room, and this kind of triples as a seat, decor, and storage. I also got a much bigger ottoman for my mom's room, and this one once again can be used as a seat, decor, or in her case, a huge place to store any blankets, pillows, anything that she really needs to tuck away. And guys, there are beds with built-in drawers. I mean, I've seen some crazy ones on Amazon that fully fold up and have like storage throughout the whole bed. I feel like unless your room is absolutely tiny, something like that is not necessary, and it's kind of just overkill. But I definitely would recommend getting either underbed storage, like I said before, or a bed frame with at least 2 drawers. Another great space-saving option are folding desks or wall-mounted nightstands. I think both of these items can be both very aesthetic and also great to save space in your room. For most people, you don't need an overkill desk like myself with 2 monitors and a PC. Most people just need enough space for a laptop, a notebook, and a bit of room to write. So a folding desk in that case is amazing. And of course, when it comes to floating nightstands, I think what's great is that you can utilize the space under it and also add some type of storage bin and really just maximize not only storage, but vertical space as well. And you always got to remember not to buy anything too clunky, because even if it's storage, if it's big and clunky, it's not going to look good in your small room. I think now that we cover some furniture, it's the perfect time to look up. I mean, like, not like up at the ceiling, but I mean like up at your walls. I'm talking about shelves. I think one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make when trying to decorate a smaller room is that they don't maximize the usage with their vertical space. Because guys, at the end of the day, if you're limited horizontally, your best option is to go vertically. In my opinion, walls are fully untapped potential. You guys just look at my room. I've almost utilized every space on every wall to the best of my ability. Wall mounted shelves like these are a classic addition, and what's great past the fact that they can store a bunch of stuff is that they're actually pretty affordable, and you can pick up one of these shelves for like 20 something bucks from IKEA. Those are great to store books, plants, tech and memorabilia, shoes, plants. I already said plants, but also just small decor items. I feel like the options are really limitless when it comes to shelves. And for my renters out there, don't worry, there are plenty of non-permanent options like adhesive shelves. You can also use pegboards or wire grid panels. These are super customizable and honestly pretty fun to set up as well. And in my opinion, they're perfect for organizing your accessories, tools, or even curating a nice little wall display that reflects your style. You get both functionality, storage, and personality all in one. Bottom line is that every wall has plenty of potential. The more you lift items up, the more space you'll have on the floor. And suddenly your room feels bigger, cleaner, and way more functional. If I'm being honest with you guys, building stuff like this closet organizer and doing all these other upgrades around my room may seem very difficult, but just not too long ago, I literally didn't know how to do nearly any of these things. When I first started upgrading my room, I had no idea how to patch a wall, install shelves, a lighting unit, really even know how to light my own videos properly. It was all a learning curve. That's where the sponsor of this video, Skillshare, seriously helped me. I've actually used Skillshare in the past to learn a bunch of practical skills, not just for improving my space, but even for making videos like this one. From DIY home improvement tutorials to better lighting and editing techniques, it's become one of my go-to tools for learning. One class I really enjoyed was by Lauren Cox. I believe it was called Interior Design Basics, and it was honestly super helpful if you're trying to learn how to build a room that's both functional and aesthetically pleasing. What's great is that it's all taught by real industry pros and designed for literally every skill level. And guys, right now, the first 500 people to use my link in the description below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So whether you want to level up your space, improve your content, or try something completely new, now is literally the perfect time to start. Now that the bills are paid, if you have a closet or a dresser, chances are you're probably not using it to its full potential. Most closets have one single rack, maybe a little platform on top. And if that's the case for you guys, telling y'all you can get way more out of that space. For me, the best storage solution I've ever spent money on was this closet made organizer. It's definitely a little bit higher than the rest of the items on my list budget-wise, but I will tell you, it absolutely wastes no space. And the best thing about it is that it's fully customizable and modular. Meaning you can go with 4 different clothes racks like myself, or you can get a platform, or you can even add drawers. There are literally so many different additions to this system that just kind of make it so dope and worth it. Because at first you could start with the base model with the 3 rods, And then over time, as you get more money, make those upgrades and just build out your closet to exactly how you want and need it. Now guys, moving on from that, if you have dressers, the dresser drawers are something that we can absolutely optimize. A great cheap option on Amazon are drawer dividers. And this is just a great way to separate things and maximize the amount of space that you're getting from each drawer. It really helps prevent the classic shove it in and just forget about it method that I know we've all fallen into at one point or another. And guys, once it's dialed in, I promise you, staying organized just becomes so effortless. Let's get into the final tip. And it's one that people often overlook, although it can make a huge difference in how your room feels overall. I'm talking about making use of dead spaces and corners. Now guys, there are plenty of ways to fill in a dead space or decorate the corner spots in your space. One great way that I solved this issue in my mom's room was getting this corner style display shelf that has LED lights. It not only fills in the area in such a great way, it also adds some nice storage and an aesthetic display for my mom to just go crazy with. But on top of that, there are corner shelves, ladder style storage racks, or even small coat racks that can fill in these spaces perfectly. I personally had a bit of dead space on this wall over here previously. I felt like I filled it out well with the shelves, but because of the shape of my record stand and the light that I had here, they really just did not mesh with each other well, and that area in particular really just stuck out from the rest of my room. But once I switched to this record stand and art wall, not only made the space feel more cohesive, but also a lot more open, which was great because in my room, every little inch counts. All right, so guys, we've nearly talked about everything. We've covered under bed storage, multi-purpose furniture, closet upgrades, but there is one thing that I honestly left out. And if I'm being real with you guys, I think it's the ultimate storage hack, especially if you're working with a really small bedroom. I'm talking about creating storage in places that aren't meant to be storage. Now, I know it sounds like I'm reaching a little bit, but I need y'all to hear me out. Some of the best storage solutions come from reimagining how you use your space. For example, I turned the area under my mirror into a full functioning storage zone by adding this small ottoman. Now, I know it doesn't hold a whole bunch of storage, but it's enough to store a few blankets. And on top of that, it also helps kill some of the dead space that I had under my mirror. And a third pro for myself, I also kind of use it as a door stopper so that my door doesn't hit my mirror. And somehow with just this small ottoman, I've got storage, a seat if I have a friend over, or if I flip the lid, a nice aesthetic display. So essentially 3 uses in just this one small item. And guys, that's honestly just one small example of the endless ideas that you can come up with. If you have extra space on top of your wardrobe, you could add storage bins or boxes for off-season items. You can use the sides of your furniture, stick some hooks on it so you can organize some of your tools or accessories. You can even use your windowsill as a slight bit of storage if done properly. The key is to look at your room differently, not just in terms of what each item is, but what each item can do for you. Once you start thinking like that, your room opens up in ways you literally could have never expected. Suddenly, that tiny space feels intentional, efficient, and way more livable. Y'all, these tips probably all seem small, but together they can completely transform how your space feels, making it more organized, more functional, and way less stressful to live in. Anyways, guys, let me know which storage hack was your favorite in the comments below, or if you have one of your own that I missed and that I need to try out for myself. And guys, you may have noticed that there's been a few changes around my room since the last video. That's because behind the scenes, I've been in full room transformation mode. So if you guys want more videos like this, or some where I'm actually just building out my room and adding some new decor, then make sure to like this video and subscribe so that YouTube ensures that you don't miss my next video, where I finally continue to upgrade my home and finish my spring dream room. Anyways, guys, as always, I hope that you had a great day, and peace.